Hello, my name is Steve Lopez and I'm the captain at Station 33 on A shift. And today I would like to talk to you about Dallas Fire Department's procedures for Rapid Intervention Teams, or RIT for short. RIT starts long before an actual rescue takes place. It begins in training either at the station or district level. This PowerPoint is not a training designed to demonstrate the types of RIT Pack 3 connections that can be made. There is already a PowerPoint on the IDS that can be used to demonstrate the types of RIT Pack 3 connections that can be made. That PowerPoint can also be used in conjunction with your station and or district level trainings. This training was developed to assist with RIT setup and operations for non-USAR companies that are tasked as RIT at an emergency incident. These tips are not all-encompassing, but should be used as a general guideline. Obviously, the type and severity of the incident will dictate different factors for every Mayday. Once the order is received that you and your company are now RIT, go and designate someone to go to the chief's car and retrieve the RIT Pack 3, the RIT tool bag with the equipment, and the search line. Don't forget, you should also have your thermal imager from your apparatus with you. The next step is to evaluate the command board and determine where all companies are operating, especially those companies that are actively engaged in fire attack. If a Mayday is called, these companies are the most likely companies to need RIT. Once you have a firm grasp of where all companies are operating, perform a 360 of the fire building, noting fire conditions, hose line placement, access and egress points, and possible collapse hazards. This is where your training, experience, and intuition should all culminate so that you can choose a proper setup location for you and your crew. During your evaluation of the command board, through your 360 of the fire building, and throughout the incident, you and your crew should be listening to the fireground radio channel, as radio traffic will often give you clues as to what the fire crews are doing and what they are encountering. Once you have chosen a proper setup location, advise command of that setup location and request any additional resources needed to conduct RIT. It should be noted that the days of simply standing around with a RIT pack over your shoulder should be over. We believe that members assigned to RIT should be engaged in what we call active RIT. Active RIT consists of throwing ladders, forcing doors, removing burglar bars, laying a protection line, or anything else that needs to be done to make your job as RIT easier should you have to deploy. These actions must be done in conjunction with the incident commander so that it does not interfere with their fire attack strategies or change the fire flow paths within the structure. Deploying RIT for a Mayday. Once a Mayday is declared and received by command, the stress, intensity, and energy levels of everyone on scene will spike to a new level. It is important to remember to slow the situation down by keeping yourself calm and making a concerted effort to be an active listener. Information will be coming in at a furious pace, and it's your responsibility as RIT to use that information to determine the cause of the Mayday, i.e. a floor collapse, a lost or disoriented firefighter, or an entangled or collapsed debris hazard. Also, you should try to determine the air status of the downed firefighter, the possible location of the downed firefighter, what conditions are like in that area, what's the best route to take to get to the downed firefighter, and what equipment will be needed for removal. It should be noted that the incident commander will more than likely obtain the first lunar report from the downed firefighter. After the first lunar report is obtained, subsequent requests for information from the downed firefighter will be made by the RIT team and or the RIT Group Commander. The response to the Lunar questions will obviously be incident specific, but your response should be part of a systematic and concise approach built on your previous RIT training. Remember, during a high-stress incident, we don't rise to our level of expectations. We fall to our level of training. That's why it's vitally important that you and your crews are proficient with the RIT Pack 3 and with RIT operations in general. Now that the Mayday has been declared and you've determined the best route to take to reach the downed firefighter, advise command of your entry point and request any additional resources that you may need. Over the years, we've spent hundreds of hours in RIT training, and we recommend that you operate in teams of 2. This setup provides better maneuverability, clearer communications, and reduces the chances of RIT members getting lost or tangled in the search line. Teams should be designated as RIT Team 1, RIT Team 2, RIT Team 3, and so on. Command should also designate a RIT Group Commander who will supervise RIT operations, while the Incident Commander continues to command the overall fireground operations. It should be noted that RIT teams should exclusively communicate with the RIT Group Commander, as he or she will communicate directly with the Incident Commander. RIT Team Roles. RIT Team 1 should consist of the officer and a second firefighter. The officer's job is to search, locate, direct, and communicate. That means search with a search line tied off outside the entry point, locate the downed firefighter, direct interior RIT operations, and communicate with the RIT Group Commander. Firefighter 2's primary responsibility is the RIT Pack 3 itself, and to get the downed firefighter on RIT air as quickly as possible. Firefighter 2 needs to be the most competent person with the RIT Pack 3, and in essence would be considered your subject matter expert with the RIT Pack 3. I think it goes without saying that this firefighter should be identified during training beforehand and should be able to make all of the RIT Pack connections in zero visibility. RIT Team 2 should consist of the remaining firefighters on your apparatus. Firefighter number 3 should be responsible for the RIT tool bag and any additional equipment that may be needed. Firefighter 4 should be used as a utility player and will most likely be used to clear a path for rapid extrication of the downed firefighter or any other duties assigned by the RIT team officer. Most likely, an actual RIT event will require additional personnel to assist with the extrication of the downed firefighter. If so, notify the RIT Group Commander as soon as possible so that the reflex time will be as short as possible. Additional points to remember during a RIT rescue are that it may be advantageous for the incident commander to switch fireground operations to a different radio channel so that communications with the downed firefighter will be uninterrupted. As the RIT team, you will stay on the initial fireground channel, typically channel 12, as the downed firefighter will not be changing their radio channels. Actively listen while the incident commander or RIT Group Commander attempts to get the lunar information from the downed firefighter. Their communications between each other will assist you as the RIT team. Once the downed firefighter is located, tie off the search line in close proximity to the downed firefighter. This search line becomes your highway to the downed firefighter and out of the structure when it's time to exit the structure. Turn off the downed firefighter's pass device, as communication will be next to impossible if you don't. Communicate to the RIT Group Commander that you have located the downed firefighter and are evaluating your needs. At this point, you have to evaluate the situation. If a rapid extrication is possible, it will obviously be better to remove the downed firefighter from the IDLH atmosphere rather than taking the time to get the RIT Pack 3 on them. This rapid extraction should only be considered if you locate the downed firefighter within 60 seconds and there are no major obstacles like large amounts of debris hindering your exit. The conditions must be suitable for a grab and go. Otherwise, determine the air supply needs of the downed firefighter, and Firefighter 2 will make the necessary RIT Pack 3 connections. Once the RIT Pack 3 donning is complete, secure the RIT Pack 3 to the downed firefighter so that they become a single package. This will make extrication of the downed firefighter an easier and more efficient process. And finally, extricate the downed firefighter by following the search line back to your original entry point or to an egress point that is closer to the downed firefighter's location. To reiterate, these steps are not all inclusive of every situation that may occur, and critical thinking skills will be of the utmost importance during such a chaotic event as a Mayday. It is up to every person on the department to gain proficiency with the RIT Pack 3 as they may be charged with this important task. RIT Pack 3s are located on all battalion chief vehicles and at the offices of 806 and 807, who also have RIT Pack 3s available for training.